Oh, Mr. Smith.
Your Honor, this is in case number 2024 CF346. Your Honor, may I approach with plea form?
Certainly.
Supporting document.
Good, thank you.
Your Honor, we're here in court to enter, we'll be entering PTI today, Your Honor. And the stipulation is, of course, if my client gets removed from that program, then we will be set in front of this court for sentencing. And my client does understand that after today, he's going to enter PTI, but if any issue with the pretrial intervention, we will come right here for sentencing.
Okay.
Your Honor, I also provided a copy of the PTI contract, and there's one added, we added this morning a condition to that contract, and myself, my client, and the state has initialed by that addition. And it's to, my client may use electronic device with connection to the Bluetooth/Wi-Fi, and that device will be subject to no notice inspection of that phone by probation. And just so I can lay a record, Your Honor, my client does have a medical device by his heart, and via Bluetooth that goes to his phone, and then via Wi-Fi that uploads to his doctor. And of course that device will alert him. I also attached a copy of the medical identification card to the back of that pretrial intervention contract, Your Honor.
Okay, if you don't mind, Mr. Smith, if you'll please initial the pleading into PTI form, since that's just handwritten.
Yes, Judge. Because we handwrote that, you can initial and date at 4/11. And Your Honor, my client knows after today's morning court, he'll be going straight to probations to sign the contract with probations and officially get on that PTI program. May I approach, Your Honor?
Please. Mr. Smith, if you'll raise your right hand, do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Thank you. You can put your hand down. So, Mr. Smith, do you understand that you're waiving your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Do you understand that if you don't successfully complete pretrial intervention, that will go straight to a sentencing?
Yes, sir.
And that you could be sentenced up to a maximum of 5 years in prison and have a $5,000 fine imposed on you?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions for me or your attorney of the state?
Not at this moment.
Okay. I'm just making sure that there isn't anything else that I want to make sure that, first off, did you read the plea agreement?
Yes, sir.
And do you understand it?
Yes, sir.
Did you sign it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure that you understood that you're waiving your right to a trial. We'd go straight to sentencing. So I wish you the best, and hopefully I won't see you again, at least under these circumstances.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
And your dad's with you?
Yes, sir.
Good. Means a lot to the court. The success rate goes up drastically when parents are involved, so I appreciate your dad being here.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
sir.
Judge.
I'm turning it into a bond hearing.
Nina Rosales.
Thank you.
$75,000.
I'll talk to his mom.
You asked for what you wanted. You like a bond or your first appearance? That's what I
Hello, Mr. Rosales. Good, how are you?
All right, I'll be back. 12:30. 12:30?
Yes. Judge, good morning. This is Ms. Rosales in 23 CF 1442, Your Honor. Your Honor, my client's new law case in 23 MM 4122 in front of Judge Mason is set for jury pretrial on 5/15. I'm asking if we could get this placed on our 5/23 docket, if possible.
Okay. So, yes, sir. Ms. Rosales, I'll see you back here on May 23rd, okay?
On May 23rd.
For our case with that misdemeanor, you'll be set before that with Allison. Okay.
Danielle Shario, you said?
Thank you.
Yes, to all.
Hello, Ms. Shario.
I got good news for you. Your Honor, may I just have a brief moment?
Sir.
Push this back. It's really hot today. Which we don't need.
Your Honor, can we actually push my client to the afternoon? We're close to, and I know Mr. Snell's coming this afternoon.
Okay.
So can we put it on the afternoon docket?
Sure.
I'm sorry, Your Honor, what defendant was this?
Shario.
Okay.
So, Ms. Shario, I'll see you this afternoon.
Okay. I'll have to go, you're still on the docket today, okay? Yep.
Thank you, ma'am. Hello, Ms. Sherman.
Your Honor, we're in here 23 CF 1665. This is set for a motion to compel.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Snell would just request that this be heard at 2:30. There's another motion to compel, I think, also that's happening at 2:30. So he's going to be here this afternoon for those motions, and he would request that this motion be heard then.
Okay. Ms. Sherman, I'll see you this afternoon.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Wait, what else does it start?
Hello, Ms. Starks.
Yes, Your Honor. We're here on multiple cases. 2017 CF 625, 2017 CF 626, 2017 CF 627, 27 CF 628, all violations of probation, which will be entering a denial. My client also has a new law in case number 24 CF 634, which is scheduled for arraignment on 4/18 for next week. I'm asking to, as right we stand, there's no information filed on that new law. So if we can have all our cases heard on that 4/18, or just keep them together.
Madam Clerk, you okay with that? Okay. So, Ms. Starks, I'll see you on all of your cases next week, a week from today.
Okay. Your Honor, may I just have a brief second?
Sir.
Call Sula.
Thank you.
Please.
Hello, Mr. Seelock.
It's okay.
I know what to tell you. I'm sorry.
Could you hold on a second? Your Honor, this is Mr. Seelock in 23 CF 2053. There's already a denial, Your Honor, in this violation. My client was recently arrested in this case. That's why you missed the appointment. That's okay. I understand. It's because my client had an appointment. I told him it's okay because he was arrested. Your Honor, I'm seeking a continuance. If we can get the 5/23 date, it looks like just recommendations through probation, Keaton, it's just to get my client evaluated. It looks like we're going to move towards that direction.
I understand. Mr. Seelock, I understand the reason for seeking a longer continuance is to see if Keaton will accept you or not. If you decide that the state offers you something that you want to accept before May 23rd, then Mr. Koch will set it for a hearing then, okay?
I don't want
Yes,
to
sir.
discuss the case.
What about
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, sir.
Oh, yeah.
Terry Stone.
Hello, Mr. Stone.
Hello, Judge Brown. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Your Honor, Mr. Stone has, I believe, 2 cases for violation of probation on today's docket. The 22 CF 1044, the 23 CF 328, both violation of probation will be entered in denial. My client also has 2 pending charges in this court. No information has been filed yet in those charges, and those cases are set for the 5/16 arraignment. So for today, I'm asking we keep these together and address all of them possibly on 5/16.
Okay. So, Mr. Stone, I'll see you no later than May 16th. If your attorney files a motion, or if the state offers you something that you want to accept before that date, Mr. Koch can set it, okay?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Are you going to be able to talk to me?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep.
Next, I have a few of the 130 inmates.
Okay.
Dr. Paulson will be present.
Yes, Your Honor. And Your Honor, this is Mr. Paulson, case number 24 CF 562. I did have a plea form in my hands, Your Honor, signed by my client. We reviewed it. The state attorney's office needs additional time to talk to the alleged victim in this matter.
Okay.
If we can put this on the 4/18 date, I anticipate a change of plea because we already have it all cleared up, ready to go.
Okay. And do you want to set it on the 18th or the 15th? State needs longer than 15th, I guess, is Monday, right?
Yeah, Your Honor, I am covering homicide depositions on Friday, so I need until the 18th.
Okay. Mr. Paulson, I'll see you back here a week from today.
All right, thanks.
Thank you.
Terry Blaymore. He's unrepresented.
Okay. Hello, Mr. Claiborne. Good, how are you? So Mr. Claiborne is,
So he's represented by Mr. Cobb on the 21 case. I would assume that he would probably need to get appointed to, or Mr. Cobb would need to get appointed as his attorney on this case, I would think.
Mr. Claiborne, do you wish for Mr. Cobb to represent you in this case?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I don't know if Mr. Cobb is planning on coming back at 1:30. I know he's supposed to be here this morning.
He was in here, not,
The hearing we had this morning, you had email communications yesterday about rescheduling, so we filed some hearings,
Okay. Okay. So, Mr. Claiborne, I'll enter a denial. First off, the reason why you're here is as an information file, and that was provided to Mr. Claiborne. Mr. Claiborne, what you were given today is the information, the formal charging document from the state, where they charge you with battery on a law enforcement officer. So I'll enter a denial. I do appoint Mr. Cobb to represent you in that case. So is the date for that case May 13th? So I'll see you on that case no later than May 13th. Okay, and Mr. Cobb will come see you in the jail.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I think it'll have to go through the formal channels.
So technically, the public defender is appointed,
Yes, sir.
and then we can evaluate and determine if they can file a motion to withdraw, and the court would be in
Okay.
a position at that point to appoint Mr. Cobb.
Okay, so Mr. Claiborne, you'll see some paperwork that goes back and forth. I have to appoint the public defender first, unless the public defender knows they have a conflict now. And then it would go to the Regional Conflict Council. They would have to determine that they have a conflict, and then Mr. Cobb will be appointed.
Judge, there's enough history that I'd like to go through it to make sure that the conflict still exists.
Okay.
before certifying that one does.
Okay. So, Mr. Claiborne, I'll make sure that you get an attorney, okay? Thank you.
Tobias Lovejoy. Mr. Glenn.
Hello, Mr. Lovejoy, up here. Thank you.
Your Honor, this is Mr. Lovejoy. We do have a two-count information. We will waive the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea. Ask that this remain on the 513 docket.
Okay. Mr. Lovejoy, I'll see you no later than May 13th. Thank you.
Jerry Mays.
Thank you. Hello, Mr. Mays. Good, how are you?
Your Honor, this is Mr. Mays. He has got two cases that he's on the docket for today, 24 CF 555 and 24 CF 512. There is a one-count information in each case. We will waive the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea. I would ask the court to leave all four of these cases on the May 13th docket. However, I did receive some reciprocal discovery that was e-filed yesterday in the form of text messages from Mr. Mays. I expect the court's going to see Mr. Mays again next week on a bond motion. I just haven't written it, but I'll get it written probably this afternoon.
Okay.
And we'll notice it for hearing. So Jerry, you should be back here either Monday or next Thursday. Okay? Your Honor, Mr. Mays, just wanted to address the court briefly. I was just advising him not to speak about the allegations.
Okay. Mr. Mays?
Your Honor, right now, I want to get out, but I don't really have nowhere to go. My probation is up on the 14th of this month. I've been on ankle monitor for the last 3 years. I'm not a bad person. I haven't been in trouble in 23 years. I lost a grandson the year I got put on probation and just been dealing with depression and stuff. And
Yes,
like I
sir.
said, I'm recently going through a divorce. I technically don't have anything or anywhere to go right here in the state of Florida. I'm trying to move back home in Alabama. My mom is offering to help me.
Okay. Okay, so to be fair to the state, your attorney will file a motion for bond, it's my understanding, and then the state will be aware of that. I'll do my homework, I'll look at it too, and if Mr. Kleins files that in the next couple days, then I'll see you next week, okay? Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Shaquille Boone.
He's not here. Your Honor, this is Mr. Moon. He is on today's arraignment docket 24 CF 536. We do have a one-count information. We will waive the formal reading, enter a not guilty plea. I would ask the court to leave both 24 CF 536 and 23 CF 2625 on the May 13th docket. I was just talking to Mr. Moon, telling him my intent is to talk to Mr. Snell. We are trying to get Mr. Moon into vet court.
Good.
I have been advised by the state, at least at this point, that vet court doesn't see how it could help Mr. Moon. I don't see how it could not help Mr. Moon. So I wanted to talk to Mr. Snell this afternoon and see if there's any way we can get some movement on this. But I don't want Mr. Moon's cases to be kicked down to July or anything like that. Just leave it on 513 and we'll do what we can as quick as we can.
So, Mr. Moon, I'll see you no later than May 13th, but if Mr. Kleins files a motion before that date, I'll see you then.
Yes, sir. All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. Anything else for this morning?
Yeah. Yeah.
As Mr. Gomez stretches. No? Okay.
Sorry, Judge.
No, you're fine. So we're in recess until 12.
All rise.
We're back at 12:30, right, Judge? Correct. Okay, I just want to make sure.